What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of 90 Plus 2.
Yep, we're
ready
back.
for this? We're back, man.
Yeah.
And today, we've got a guest.
First ever guest.
Can you believe it? This is crazy. So today, we got Jamie, man. I will get him to introduce himself, do you know what I mean? But I've already given you his name already.
Yeah.
So Jamie, give me a little bit about yourself, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem at all, bro. No problem at all.
My name is Jamie Soule. Currently at Western-super-Mare, 24. And yeah, football's been my life, man.
Football's been your life, man.
Yeah.
You've done so much as well.
Yeah.
You've done so much, especially at your age, because you're so young as well.
Yeah, I'm still young, really.
You look mad young, you do as well.
Yeah,
you
he does.
know what I'm saying? Really?
Yeah.
You look mad young.
Probably
you know?
because I'm freshly shaved
Yeah.
today.
It's crazy, I swear. I thought, bro, I'm so old sitting here as well. Especially next to you two. Fresh faces and that.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Do you know what's funny though? Because obviously I bumped into Jamie at the gym, actually. We go to the same gym. And like, I was like, oh, yeah. We've got a podcast and that. I'd love to have you on because I've seen you come up before on someone else's Instagram page. One of the guys that does like health and fitness and prepares like nutrition meals for football and whatnot. So anyways, I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to have you on the podcast and that. And he was surprised. And it was like, hang on, you've got a son that's 16. So that was a nice little compliment.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's no way you're in your late 30s.
He made me feel a lot better, you know, so yeah, at least I don't look super old anyway. But anyways, thank you, Jamie, for coming on 90 Plus 2, our first ever guest, as we said here. And hopefully many more to come.
Yeah.
I'm only bringing people on though, guys, that got interesting stories. I'm not just bringing any old person on, man, just to have somebody on the channel. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's got to make sense. Do you know what I mean? And today, it makes complete sense. So, Jamie, you started playing football, what age? Young, super young?
Yeah, I think as early as I can remember, really.
Really?
Probably, kicking a ball as early as 3-4 and then
Okay.
just literally just being indulged in it.
Okay.
I know different people have different stories and some didn't play till they were a bit older, but I was just always kicking a ball, like my environment, my family.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Your family's usually the family that have a big impact on that, innit? What was it, like your dad or your brothers or something?
Yeah, my dad ran a team, so like, straight away, like it was just natural.
Yeah. Did he run your team in that as well?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
so
did he?
that was the interesting side of it. Like my dad was the manager, and
That's you guys.
Okay, that's me.
Is it?
Yeah, I did the exact same thing, bro. yeah, exact same thing. But it's nice though. It's nice. And I think sometimes like when you obviously grow up in a family that loves football and everything's about football, you naturally, even without thinking about it, you naturally just gravitate towards it anyway, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Because we got little Tiago here. He's only 7.
Yeah.
Even though at the moment he's not really that interested in football.
He thinks he is.
He thinks sometimes he has on and off days.
He
so
does,
sometimes, sometimes he'll be on it, like he's watching all the YouTube shorts and he wants to try and do Vinny skills and whatnot.
Yeah.
But in other days, he's just more interested in his maths and in English.
Yeah.
He's really clever in it.
Yeah.
But like, I think that because he's seen so much football, even without even thinking about it, football's on TV.
Yeah.
We're kicking ball in the house.
Yeah.
We're going to your football. Like subconsciously, it's there in it.
Yeah, it's just like it's sort of like it's not too much of a big deal as much because it's just there. Like so, like
Exactly that, man. Exactly that. So, do you always have skill in that then, or?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had a natural skill and like eye for goal. Like that's always been me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah. So literally all the way
What
through.
position were you? Like
Always been a striker, really.
striker, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were young, academy, you started as striker then. So is that how it worked? Or?
Yeah, like obviously I've actually got a few friends that turned all sorts of positions. Like, but
Really?
I remember just for me, I've always been just loving scoring goals.
Everyone was a striker, innit?
Everyone wants to be.
Everyone was a striker.
Everyone wants to be a striker. Man.
I remember when I was younger, I'd like when you're playing with your friends, like your dad's football and stuff like that, and like you'd be visualising or like just saying you're a player. So, like, today I'm Rooney.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Literally just
Be a player on the day. Whoever banged in goals on the weekend, that's who you are today.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I hear you. 100%.
Torres, Rooney.
Yeah. I hear exactly what you're saying. Do you know what's mad about that? Because I used to say to you, Lorenzo, all the time, like, see with academy football, especially when you first go into academy, the one thing I do miss, like when you go to like goals, for example, and you see loads of kids training with their football teams.
Yeah.
I love seeing loads of kids in different kits.
Different kits.
Do you know what I mean? Like one day they're in an England kit, then a Man United kit, then whatever, Real Madrid or whatever. Like you can be that. But when they're going to academy like at a young age and that, and then they just wear the one kit. Kind of like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's refreshing seeing kids be a different person in each day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It just keeps things creative.
That's what I'm saying. Makes it super creative.
Yeah, they mix up all the kits on it.
Yeah.
They could wear like a Real Madrid shorts and a Barcelona top.
And a Barcelona top. They used to do the mad ones all the time. Guys, I want to apologise for my voice as well. My voice is mashed up, man. Basically, I think I had tonsillitis. It's either tonsillitis or I've had like some sort of allergy thing going on. So my voice is mad hoarse at the moment, man. It's getting better, but it's really annoying. So I must sound annoying at the moment, man.
Yeah.
I've got to sound, I do.
Yeah. It's probably from when we playing darts every time you keep winning or something. You made that stupid sound.
Oh, yeah. I've been smashing Lorenzo in darts recently, man. I saw it. You play darts? Can you play darts?
I can play darts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can hold my own. But, you know.
Don't worry, we can't. We are trash, man. But yeah, anyway, back to the football, man. So you started playing football at a young age and that. So who was the person that basically you got all like your skills from? Would you say it was your dad? Do you have any brothers in that or?
I've got 2 younger brothers.
Oh, 2 younger brothers.
3 years apart each. So
okay.
Coming through, it was just my one brother like that was 3 years below. When I was like 6 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think just as a kid, just being able to express yourself freely is the most important thing. So I just found a natural, enjoyment out of just doing what I wanted to do.
Got ya. So like basically Grassroots then, was you flying and that then?
Yeah.
How was we just banging in goals left, right and centre then Grassroots?
Yeah, I say like looking back, I definitely was.
Was you?
And I joined West Brom very early.
Why did you join West Brom then, academy?
7, 8.
Okay, so right at the start then, basically.
Yeah, so I didn't really get a huge amount of time like playing Grassroots, but I'd play tournaments in the summer. So I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but we'd have tournaments in the summer and we'd travel all over the southwest because I'm from Cheltenham.
Okay. You're from there then?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were from Birmingham, you know?
No.
Oh, serious? Okay, no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we'd play loads of tournaments and like that was where I'd get my Grassroots exposure. Got
you. No way. So that's early though, isn't it? Like going into academy like 7, 8 and that.
That's the only team I never went to, innit?
West Brom?
Yeah.
That's true.
Only team I never went to.
What age did you start?
What, playing football?
Coming through at the academies and stuff?
It was like 6, 7, innit?
Yeah. So, same kind of age, really. Yeah. So did you not go to any other academies? Did you just go to West Brom?
Well, I was at the West Brom Development Centre.
Okay.
Like, early.
Yeah.
And then I remember there was like, they do events at the NEC.
Yeah.
There was like some like football little event, like not event, but like it was like different stations, but there was like a football thing with a West Brom coach. So you just get a ball and start dribbling.
Yeah.
I just got the ball and I just started dribbling.
What the hell?
And then the staff member was like, "Oh, you should come to the academy for a trial." I was already at the development, so it was only a matter of time, I think, until I actually went to the academy. But it just sped my.
That's crazy. Isn't that mad?
Yeah. That's actually
you know
mad,
one of them mad ones? Like it's so unexpected, that isn't it?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I literally remember the day. Like my dad used to have like a subscription for this magazine. I think it had like Torres on. We used to get it from the corner shop. Like,
yeah.
And we picked it up and then we drove up to Birmingham and went to the event. And then it was literally just a day out. And then next thing you know, I've got a trial at.
No way. How long was the trial? Do you remember all this stuff and that?
I think I was only there for a few weeks, and then they were like, "Right, we would like you."
And I want to sign you straight away.
We'd like you to stay.
No way.
And it was like, right, we've got a bigger commitment now. I've got to be traveling hour and a half.
Yeah. Because in academy, basically, I think you can only be within an hour. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I remember something was mentioned about that, and I probably was within that catchment.
Okay.
Like, here to like Cheltenham's literally an hour.
Okay, literally. Yeah. So guys, if you don't know, basically, up to a certain age in the academy, you can only be an hour from the actual training ground.
Yeah, I've had a couple of friends that have had to do that.
Yeah, so he's had a couple of players.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure back in the day, one's had to leave because
of it. Yeah, couldn't go to a certain team because of the distance.
Yeah, so he was there, and then basically he had to go somewhere else because I think someone must have complained, and then basically they looked it up, and he was living like an hour and a half away. So then he couldn't play for the team anymore. Yeah, that's harsh, isn't it?
Yeah,
proper. Yeah, but even then, there's still like to travel an hour and a half to get to training that every day. That's tough, man.
Well, at that age, I think it was a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but still, you've got school as well.
Of course,
and trying to work.
Yeah, that's the
huge commitment.
So an hour's not that bad. So what did you have to do then? Do you have to finish school and literally go straight to West Brom?
Yeah, like I remember I'd finish school. I'd literally rush home, have like some beans on toast.
Yeah.
My dad would be like, right, I'm back from work at 4. We've got to leave here because obviously them times it's rush hour, so it takes longer than an hour.
Man.
Got to be in for like 6, half 6. So we're leaving like 4:30. There were so many times where like there'd be so much traffic on the M5, and then you'd like be stressing because I'm going to be late for training. And West Brom are very disciplined.
Yeah,
you had to bring your ball, your rain jacket, your drink, and things like that.
Oh, serious? Oh, you had your own ball in that?
Yeah, we had like a diary.
Okay.
Ball, a drink, all of our kit. If we didn't have everything, then sometimes you wouldn't train and things like that.
Serious?
So they were building discipline from a young age.
That's good though.
Yeah,
I like that, I'm all for that discipline stuff. I know you see this new generation. I don't know what you fall into, obviously,
I think I'm on the fence
you're
with
on
it
the
because
fence,
I've been through both sides.
Both sides, yeah. But this generation here, yeah,
Wait,
Got it easy.
they got it easy, man. I swear, your whole generation is so weak. I'm telling you, you got everything easy. All the kids mess around in school no more. No one can't say nothing to no teachers.
Hey,
It's just insane.
I don't make the rules.
No, I'm saying, but you're part of that generation.
Yeah, I feel like I could control when I was born.
No, but I do like that, man. So you used to turn up with a boy and a diary and all that stuff as well. That's mad, that is, man. I swear. Proper. So then you train, get there to train. How long would training be?
Usually about 2 hours.
Couple of hours and that?
A couple of hours.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
Obviously, you'd finish and then it's get home because I've got school in the morning.
Yeah, that's still a big commitment. I mean, you're like 7, 8.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes we used to bring kit in it.
Yeah.
Bring it to school and then go straight from school to thingy.
That's when basically you was at Coventry though.
Yeah.
So obviously Lorenzo used to play, can't even call it play for Coventry, but he used to basically go to training at Coventry, and then basically after that he'd go to Villa.
With the little kids, with the kits in the box.
Kids in the box and that. But that was hard, man. Having to go from Birmingham to Coventry.
Yeah.
And get you there on time, it was difficult, man.
It really was. I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was, man. So like, do you remember like what kind of training he was doing at that young age? Like, because there's a difference between training. Like a lot of people think basically when you play in academy, like it just stays the same. Like you just go there and you just training all the way through. But the training obviously does change through different age groups. And so do you remember like when you first started out, like 7, 8, like what training was like?
Yeah, I do remember. I remember that we used to have like a CD that they'd have like certain skills or like touches to like master.
Is it like Curver? Similar kind of thing? Or totally different?
We had something like that.
Curver? Yeah, because you had it. Curver's like basically it's like ball manipulation.
Basically,
and you just like you watch the video and then you copy like
you have to practice.
So like we'd be getting there like in at the start they would be like we've got to do our like mastery session. So like you chuck the ball up, you then take it with the outside of your foot on the right, chuck it back up outside left, chuck it up, Cruyff turn right, Cruyff turn left, and you'd like just try and build that repetition.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if academies still do that. But I feel like the generation I came through was
it's purely that kind of thing.
Gives me goosebumps sometimes thinking about it.
Serious.
It was like proper like serious.
Yeah, proper regimented it sounds, innit?
Yeah.
So then you basically in your spare time you go home and you practice that as well.
Yeah, I remember I'd be at the park and just like doing
banging
stuff.
it out.
Yeah, like
no way.
Just, like man.
Yeah. So see with you then at that age, did you want to do it yourself and that? Like, or was you like spared on by like your dad and that?
Nah, I think you just become obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, what I did, like I just love, like I said at the start, I loved football.
Yeah.
I'd naturally be doing things with my dad anyway because he'd have his own team.
Yeah.
So I'd be going there anyway. But like, just things like that become a habit.
Yeah. So did your dad? So basically, when you joined West Brom, did your dad still? Did he still have a team in that? Then
Yeah. And a men's team as well. So like on the days that I'd finish, for example, like on a Saturday we would train because we used to play at Sundays when you
Sundays,
I'd train in the morning at West Brom and then I'd go straight home. My dad would have a game at 3 o'clock for his team. So I'd again be back out on the pitch. He'd be doing his coaching. I'd be on the side just like playing football with my friends.
It was
just constant
football. Did he ever get you involved?
I remember.
Because I just about to say the same thing. We used to do the exact same thing.
Play a match on was it Saturday?
Sunday it was. No, Saturday.
Birmingham was on Saturday.
Then the Sunday League.
And then the Sunday League the next day, remember?
Yeah, but then obviously I used to run Melo's team.
And Melo's team as well.
And then
so
you used to come along.
Or come on the pitch at half time.
Did your dad get you doing like bits and bobs and that with his team? And
a little bit, but like I would be waiting for half time so I could go and shoot
in the goals?
And you
got videos of that?
You got videos?
Yeah. That's what we used to do as well.
Remember? I used to like, keep the keeper, warm up the keeper in it.
Yeah, of course. It's good though, you know. See, your dad sounds like exactly like me basically.
Yeah.
Same things we used to do, man. That's insane, that isn't it?
Yeah.
It must be just like a thing that people do in general. Nah, that's crazy, that is. That's really, really good.
Mad.
So you're in the academy, West Bromwich Albion and that, like flying all the way through. So like between like 7 and 8 till about like 12, how was the journey at that time then?
Looking back, I think just went so quick. Like you just play. I remember we went to Germany. I don't know if you've ever done any like abroad tournaments.
No, we have, but like not Germany.
Yeah, we went to like Germany a couple of times, and I got to experience different cultures. They were very big in like experiencing new cultures and being receptive and learning. So like, I was so fortunate even at 10, 11, 12 that I was like in a different country playing against like teams like Borussia Dortmund and stuff like that.
Serious? Yeah. What was the quality like? Was it different?
Amazing. Yeah. Like I remember like this one German team had this really, really strong striker. And it was like, wow, this guy's a monster. Like,
no way.
Because over there, they do it based off like 2000, 2001,
Yeah,
2002,
by the
like the international
rather than the
stage.
school, yeah.
Instead of the school years, you'd be playing against guys that are like twice the size, even though it's only like maybe 6 months or a year older.
Yeah.
But like it made a difference at that age because people are growing so quick.
100%, definitely, man. It's crazy, like, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know, like, basically, when you in Europe, they don't do it like how we do it here. So, like, in this country, they go to, like, I think it's September to September or something.
Yeah, September to, September.
School years,
Some school year, basically. But then, like, in the European countries, they'll just go from January to December.
So if I was in Europe, I wouldn't be in the age group I'm in now, innit?
You'd be in the '09 age group.
I'd be in the
You're a younger one.
He's a younger
When's your
one.
birthday?
March.
Yeah,
how
see,
about
it
you?
killed me. I was November.
Oh, was you?
So I always wish I was born on January because I was
Yeah.
like, I would have had even like better.
Yeah, you
like,
would've
it
been-
would have been even better for like internationals and
Yeah.
stuff.
Definitely.
But
It's one of them
you
ones,
can't
isn't
choose
it?
them things.
So, was you, like, height-wise and, like, size-wise and that, was you small, like, during academy, or was you big?
Yeah, I was quite small. Then I had a bit of a growth spurt at 14.
Okay.
So then I become quite tall, but I've never really been like the biggest.
Biggest,
definitely
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
And then obviously I kind of like plateaued around 18 and then I
Yeah.
haven't really grown.
Grown
too much,
since then.
Obviously I've got a bit broader and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So, basically, at this age, and, like, between, like, what, 8 and 12,
Quite slim.
quite slim,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
small.
Yeah,
Do you think
yeah.
it made a difference?
Not too much.
Mm.
No, I wouldn't say it did. to be
Yeah.
honest. Nah.
Still playing strike at that age.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're just fast, nippy, like just
Banging in goals still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
how many, what are we speaking, like?
I remember I used to count like 80 goals in a season and stuff
What?
like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Serious?
Yeah. Like I just remember I used to like just you score like because at that age you're playing like sometimes you play like 2 teams in a day.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
a Sunday, or like you play like 4 rounds.
Okay.
Or like 4, I don't know, quarters, whatever.
4
it's called.
quarters,
Yeah,
yeah.
So, like,
420s.
you know, yeah,
Yeah,
420s.
420s.
Yeah, so like
yeah.
yeah, he'd be scoring hat tricks for days.
No
yeah,
way.
Literally,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I remember like I would cry my eyes out if I didn't score.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
It was like that?
Deep, yeah.
No way.
I'd cry my eyes out, man.
Yeah,
It would,
yeah.
like, it would kill me inside.
That's
but
crazy. So then, like, when he was in that kind of situation, when he was, like, obviously he was upset but not scoring, like, who would bring you up? Like, who would, like, speak to you and say, like, it's not always about the goals and that kind of thing?
Well, my dad would always tell me if I didn't have a good game.
Yeah.
But like, no one could tell me anything.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be really upset.
Oh, serious.
Yeah.
So what was your dad? Was your dad strict with it?
I wouldn't say he was strict, but he always like would just be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd be arguing on the way back.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
like, I wouldn't be happy with what he's saying, but
Yeah.
he probably is right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had good support around me.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Because do you know what? It's funny because, well, I think you call it funny, but a lot of kids are in the same situation. Like, we kind of made a joke about it and we made a short or a reel, whatever it
Yeah.
was, about the journey and the way back home after a football match.
After a bad game, yeah.
Like,
Silence, and then
The
someone
silence.
says something, and it just bang.
it's crazy.
It's always silent
Get to
for
your room
about
when
the
you get
first,
home.
first 5 minutes of silent. And then,
Oi, and then it just comes out, man.
Yeah.
You know what? We've been there so many times, man. I'm telling you, we've been there so many times. Like, it's one of them ones where, as a parent, like, you know what your child can do in it. And then sometimes you're watching it and you think, what? You've trained like that all week. Yeah. And then obviously you've gone to play your game and like that's happened. And you don't look interested on them ones there.
Yeah.
And then you get in the car and you think, do you know what? I don't want to say anything as a parent.
Yeah.
But it's burning me so bad. I need you to know that I'm annoyed with the way you played. That's where I think it comes from, you know. But we've had millions of them in it. I swear.
Yeah.
Millions of them. Mostly. What have they been about mostly for us?
like overpassing the ball sometimes. And that stuff.
Overpassing the balls with a big
I
one.
used to overpass it a lot.
Yeah.
What's your thinking? Just run at someone.
Yeah, so basically, these are the times still when he's like probably under 11s or something. Like in training, he wouldn't do that. So like basically, he'd be taking on 2-3 and passing it. But there'd be sometimes in a game there'll be opportunity to go past the player, but he wouldn't show the confidence, and he'd probably just turn around and play the ball back to play the ball around. Yeah. And I think it's more of a confidence thing because you don't want to lose the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it starts to get in the way of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But we used to have that conversation. The other one, what used to do my head in, Jamie, yeah, this used to do my head in, yeah. He would jog next to a player. So basically, the opposition.
I don't remember doing this.
He used to do this all the time. The opposition's got the ball, yeah, and like instead of trying to apply pressure to the player, he'd just be like,
Jogging alongside.
chilling.
Not even trying to nip.
Nothing, bro, nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And he made me mad. Lorenzo, flipping make a tackle, do something. You know what I mean? He's just there, just jogging. That used to drive me mad, you know. Swear.
I don't remember that.
Don't you remember? It was literally, that only stopped about 2 years ago.
Nice.
No, I swear now, Jamie. That's recent. It's only just stopped, really. You know what I mean?
That's
but it'd be
bad,
annoying because, like, as I said, in training, it'd be the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It'd be bang. You know what I'm saying? Going in aggressive and that. But as soon as it come to a game, it was like it was a different thing completely, like a different sport. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I always try and say to Lorenzo, like, just when you go into training, train harder than you do in a game, innit? So you're playing training like you're playing the game, but even harder. Do you know what I'm saying? But then don't look at the game as though it means anything, because it don't mean anything in the game.
Yeah.
It's just another training. It's just training again. Until you make it as a pro, or if you make it as a pro, you're playing first team. That's when it starts to really matter, you know what I mean? But until then, all these matches that you're playing leading up to it, it's just a training match. Don't matter what the score is when you're under 12s. You know what I mean? Who cares? You know what I mean? But obviously, when you're young, at that age, probably you just don't see it like that. Do you know what I mean? You see it as, I'm playing Man United today. I got to make sure I have a good game and that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Bear pressure and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, did you feel like under loads of pressure in that then? Like, through the academy? Especially, like, when we speak, we're spoken like around the under 12s age, under 13s age. Was there loads of pressure in that?
Do you know what? No. I don't really feel like I look back and think I was under pressure. I think it was just, everything was just happening in my stride. And you were just, obviously there's pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I think I just enjoyed it.
Just enjoyed it and that. Yeah. Did you ever stop enjoying it?
What, at that age?
Yeah.
No, I think obviously you get disappointments, you lose games and stuff like that. But at that age, you're just playing every day with your friends.
Yeah.
It's just, the love of the game.
You just loved it, innit? Yeah. Injuries, you get any injuries in that big ones at them ages and that? Or?
No.
Nah, it's clean.
No, you're just clean, just playing.
Oh, that's sick, man. Yeah, that's sick. Well, you haven't really had I don't want to jinx it. You haven't had a major injury. You've had a twisted ankle.
Yeah.
Osgood.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
There's been nothing.
Muscle tear.
Kids at that age, they get like slatters.
Yeah, Osgood
slatters,
slatters. Yeah, that's
some
it.
of your boys got that. And that.
Yeah, he had that quite bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I've still got it.
It's still there now.
Yeah.
So obviously, sometimes they manage minutes for it, innit?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's the growing pains thing, innit?
Quite tall for your age.
Yeah, I just shut up in it at one point.
Yeah, that's when it's worse, though, innit? Apparently, when you shoot up, that's when it's worse. Do you know what I mean? You just grow all of a sudden.
A couple of my friends, I remember one lad I moved in to digs with when we first started. We'll talk about this later, but the school at West Brom.
Yeah.
He was like a bit smaller than me.
Yeah.
The year we moved in, then literally at the end of the year, he was like 6 foot. God knows.
What? Serious? Just shut up.
He had it bad, yeah.
Did he? No way. Horrible, man.
That's bad. That thing, it can affect your performance and that as well, innit?
100%. Because it messes your balance up and everything, doesn't it?
Well,
And your acceleration and all that.
Could lose all your skill in that as well.
Yeah. I think like I did speak to someone about this before. Someone that does like all that sports art and stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently when you have Osgood, obviously you're supposed to rest it and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then you're supposed to continue with like the ball manipulation stuff.
Yeah.
Just to get everything back and reprogram the body. Because like you see kids like they before the growing pains and that, and before they grow, they're flying, they can turn, they can do all these skills and that.
It's readjusting like to your coordination.
You're literally like learning to play it again.
New body.
Yeah, literally you're playing in a new body.
Realise,
100%, man.
Yeah.
So you were nice then, injury
I was
free.
cool with it,
Yeah. So okay then. So you push a bit further along the line then. West Bromwich Albion, everything's going good. Under 12s, you obviously under 12s you get 2-year contracts. Is it 2 years?
To be honest, I don't really remember. I think it was just year on year or maybe a couple years. But then things started to change when I turned like 14.
15. That's where it started to get a bit more serious.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So obviously, when did you find out when you got your scholarship and that? Did you find out early or did you find out like at the right time?
I didn't find out about a scholarship. I found out about a pro.
What?
So, like, mine was just, mine was crazy.
So what, you just found they told you you're getting a scholarship
I was
and a pro?
like 14. How old was I? 15.
Yeah.
And that's when I got offered my pro.
What?
You got offered a pro?
14, 15?
Yeah,
No
15,
way.
yeah.
You must have been absolutely flying then, innit?
Yeah, I was flying.
No way. Yeah. That must have been crazy. What was your family saying and your dad and that?
Just like a relief, like not that was the goal, but
of course,
obviously you want to play
of
professional
course.
football. But it was like, wow, this is actually happening. Like
At that
all
age
the
as
hard
well.
work and all the traveling.
Yeah.
It's actually being rewarded, and I'm actually getting something for
That's
it. In terms of,
I don't think I've heard it before, you know.
Pro at 15.
But obviously
way. Obviously you can't sign until you're 17.
I'm aware at this stage
Yeah.
now, and I've got like another 12, 18 months until I can actually sign it when you're 17.
Yeah, when you're 17, yeah.
So it's like got a whole 18 months
mad.
like, just gassed to
This
like,
guy, yeah.
sign my first pro. Like,
No way. There must have been mad jealousy in that though.
yeah, I think there probably was.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, we're all on the same journey, so you'd like to think everyone would be happy, and
That's what you'd think,
We're
yeah.
all working towards, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Must be. I can't believe that. That's insane.
What was there another guy in your position?
There was a couple guys in my position, yeah.
They must have been fuming.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but like, to be honest, at the time, like, it's like supply and demand. There was teams sniffing around me.
Okay.
Like, there's like a lot more that goes into it. So obviously they're trying to secure a player that,
Of course. So this is the thing. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is like crazy politics as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, even now, like it's
Serious?
Yeah, everywhere. Like, you guys have got it to come. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
It's a crazy game.
No way. I can't believe that. Man,
That is mad.
I told her he was getting a pro at 15. That's crazy, innit? Swear down. So
Yeah,
you're
I remember
flying
I
then.
was- yeah.
So basically, at them ages, when did you start playing? Because you got international call up and everything, innit?
Yeah, I got international call up. Had a few. 15, 16, 17.
Yeah. Oh, so you played from England through that
15,
term?
16, 17s, yeah.
No way. Play some big countries in that then.
Yeah. I remember I went to Paris.
Yeah.
Also had some at St. George's.
Yeah.
Portugal I also went to.
Oh, you played Portugal in that?
Yeah, in Portugal.
Yeah.
I played the Netherlands as well.
Okay.
I've got like my caps and stuff.
You got your caps and that?
Like my shirts framed at my house.
Yeah.
sick,
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
No one can ever take that away from you.
Nah.
That's mad. Yeah, proper that is, man. Serious. So like during this time then, obviously playing international football, do you come up against any players like next level players then that you see now that are flying like probably in the Premier League or like that are in Europe anywhere?
What that I was playing against?
That you're playing against or playing with actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty that I was playing with.
Serious.
But in regards to playing against,
Yeah.
trying to think now.
Yeah. So like the Dutch, did they have any mad players in that?
Or Portugal and that, yeah.
Portugal or
you know what?
France? Can't think of any.
I want to say, is it Timothy Weah?
Yeah. I know he is.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think if he was my year or if I played against him.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like I'm trying to
No
remember now.
way. Yeah.
But in terms of the lads that I played against, I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah. What about with them?
But with
Yeah.
loads. So my age group was like the age group that won the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 17s, World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally missed that. So before I was with them all the way through.
And then you just missed out on
So,
that.
yeah.
Oh.
But, so like obviously Sancho, Phil,
Yeah.
like Mark Gui.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the 2000 AZ.
Yeah,
Oh,
2000.
So prior to that World Cup, under 17s World Cup, then all these are on your team then when you're playing
Yeah,
internationals?
well, literally we all grew up playing together. Like obviously for
No
England, we'd play
way.
against each other because to be fair, Phil, Jaden, and that they were the year above me.
Yeah.
Obviously it works different at club level, like we explained.
Yeah, of
So
course.
Obviously, unless I was playing up, I
Yeah.
wasn't playing against them.
God, yeah.
But at international stage, we would grow up together. Even like Callum. So Callum was my age. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
I did it though, yeah.
So like we'd always be playing against each other at the Premier League tournaments.
No way.
So, like,
Yeah.
Quite cool and
Yeah. What was he
yeah.
like at that age then? Mad.
yeah, he was always
Yeah.
like it was different.
He got into it late, didn't he? I
He
swear.
start playing late.
No, he got into Chelsea late, I swear.
I think he might have, you know.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't like on the 7th or 8th.
Nah, he got in the late, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are next level. So out of them, like obviously like, everyone's going to be like top draw. Is there anybody that stands out where you think, oh my God, at that age is an absolute joke?
At the time, it was Sancho. Yeah.
Sancho,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
definitely. And Phil was a bit of an undercard.
Okay.
I remember like when we were coming through, like England weren't really having him too much.
Yeah.
Because he was so small.
Yeah.
And like I think they were just a little bit not sure about him.
Okay.
Obviously, unbelievable player, and I knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, you
But sometimes,
see.
like people just go off size and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I remember
Yeah.
being a bit-
Opinions, innit?
remember him being a bit disappointed at one camp. And
Yeah.
I was just like, it don't matter. The cream's gonna come.
It's going to come in it.
Like,
Yeah.
It has to.
That's,
And it
100%
So,
it has, yeah.
Like,
yeah, so
yeah,
them
it's-
two are mad, yeah.
yeah. Even like I don't know if you know him, but Ian Carlo.
Nah.
So he plays for now. I'm not sure if it's Middlesbrough. Or,
Okay.
He was at Leeds.
Okay, so he
and Man
obviously
City.
still plays, yeah.
Yeah. So he was different gravy.
Was he really? It's just madness, innit, man? You hear that? It's just mad,
That is crazy.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically, you played some good few games then, literally all the way through up until 17 for England and that. Proper England call up and that. Like, what was your family like? When you got the call saying, oh, yeah, you're going to England and obviously because you got invited to a camp and that whatnot.
Yeah, so they do like camps before, and then it progresses to like, right, now you're actually coming to a tournament or an actual game and stuff. So like, at first you're just like, wow. I remember like I was riding my bike to go to the part of my friends. And then I get a phone call, and from, I think it was my mum saying, you've literally just been called up for England. We've had an email.
No way.
And it's like, what? Like,
no way.
I'm just going to see my friends, and I go to my friend, and I'm just gassed, like, just dribbling around, and just like, obviously, I'm like, yeah, man.
Damn, I
like,
can't even imagine that. That's just crazy.
Yeah, like,
that's crazy. Yeah. Nah, that's nice, man. So, in order to get that England call up, then obviously you must be. What did you have to do? What were you doing at West Brom then? Like, you must have been like. Was you playing like up age groups and everything as well? Then,
I was playing up here and there, yeah, but I was just scoring,
banging goals.
It's like at any level, if you just get your head down and score goals, opportunities will arise. And I was just literally just scoring in good important games at the age groups. And I was probably one of the better strikers in the country. So like, it was just a natural thing that was going to come. I always knew in my head that I was capable of doing it. And it was just a matter of time.
What kind of striker was you then?
I feel like I used to play a bit like Torres and Suarez, like very just
running in behind.
Running behind is my major strength. And
pace,
just like,
pacey as well.
Yeah, I'm quite. I'm agile.
Yeah.
So like, I would just be able to like nip in and just
That's wicked, man. That's proper.
That's mad. Yeah.
Oh my god, what a start! I told you, didn't I? I told you it's gonna be a crazy story.
Yeah.
It's proper, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so. I just can't even imagine that. That is just insane. So you're flying at West Brom, flying for England, getting called up, doing this and doing that. Like, what happened in at West Brom then? Why did things start to like get difficult, or what happened in the end then?
A lot of things happened. Like, to be fair, things actually got a bit better again. Like in the under-18s, so we had the FA Youth Cup. So you've got all that.
I think I've seen a clip. I think I've seen a clip online. You scored one of the games, innit?
Yeah, I think. To be honest, that FA Youth Cup year, I think I scored 6 and assisted 2. So like, I was one of the top goal scorers in that actual competition.
Oh my God,
which then led to me getting a new deal.
Okay.
So,
go on, tell me about it. Let me hear about this then.
I think West Brom, we come in a bit later to the other clubs. You get smaller clubs that start at the Youth Cup at earlier stages, but like the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And we came in, we played against, I think it was Lincoln.
Yeah.
Then we played against QPR, I think it was. And then we played against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then Everton. And then we had Man City.
Yeah.
We went all the way through, beat all them teams, and then unfortunately we lost to City in the semi-final.
Okay, yeah.
They had an amazing team as
Did
well.
they?
Yeah.
Some serious players, yeah.
Yeah, they had like Tommy Doyle.
Yeah.
They had Felix Nemecha, he's at Dortmund.
Oh, yeah. No way, yeah.
I still speak to Felix.
Do ya? That's sick, man.
And yeah, they had like, God, just like us, top players
Top
at
players.
the time. Like it was literally head to head.
No way. Because I was looking up, I seen like you had like Dortmund and all that, like some big teams after you, innit?
That's what I mean. So again, that led to a new deal because you got interest and I was doing well. So things just take off.
That's crazy. So obviously after you did pro, then obviously after you Neil, how does that work then? What does that mean?
What, in terms of the new deal?
Yeah. So just add
again,
more
like
time
obviously, they like I think I said I had like another year left.
Okay.
And the original pro, but then it was like, right, we're going to bump things up now.
Okay. So what age are we talking about now? Then we're talking about you like 17. Then?
So I think I was about 2 years into my pro, so about 18. So
okay, so we're talking that age now. Then.
18,
yeah.
So like now it's okay. We're going to give you a 3-year deal.
Sick.
I think the first one was a 3-year deal as well.
Yeah.
But obviously halfway through it's got renewed. So then I signed a new deal.
No way.
Which got me all the way through till 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
That's crazy. And I seen you were Adidas and all that as well, innit?
Yeah, so like I was sponsored as well.
Sick.
You can ask Lorenzo because I seen the clip where you were saying he's got his first paycheck. Or
Yeah.
And I look back about like what I used to see people do when they got their first club. It's like, what did you do? I remember I bought 2 pairs of Yeezys.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
No
Just
way.
gassed.
Yeah.
And then I found out like 6 months later I can get them for free.
How crazy is that? Yeah.
But,
no way, man.
yeah.
That must have been mad when you get your Adidas deal as well, though.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That must have been crazy, man.
Yeah.
But everyone's asking for freebies and that.
Yeah, can you sort me out with this? Can you sort me out with that? You don't mind helping
insane.
family, do you know what I mean?
Man,
But it's
100%.
just like you got to enjoy it. And
Yeah, embrace it, man.
I've never took things for granted. I've always been very humble. So like, yeah, I was very grateful for having them things.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I was with Adidas for years.
Was ya?
Years and years.
Yeah. That's sick though, man.
That is sick, yeah.
Seriously, that was sick. What boot did you wear? Was it Predators or something?
Nah, F50s.
F50s?
Yeah, I grew
Okay.
up F50s. My first ever pair, I got the pink and blue F50s.
Yeah.
I know
Sick in
something.
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they used to bring out different colorways at Halloween and stuff.
Yeah.
I always get them.
No way.
But I was at that age when you first got boots where it's like, oh, my feet are bigger than they actually
Yeah.
are. You know, you just gassed it. I got big feet. It's like wearing boots like a size and a half too big for me, just because I wanted to say I got big feet.
That's crazy talk. Oh my god. Yeah, man, that wasn't mad. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, great time.
Yeah, that's sick, man. So then, what happened then? To like obviously, I said you sound like you were absolutely flying at West Brom. Where did it? I'm not gonna say go wrong because when I say it goes wrong, everyone's journey path is different. Do you know what I mean? No one necessarily has one straight path. Guys, you're watching this. Just because someone plays for a team, like say for example, Lorenzo's playing for Birmingham at the moment. Like you don't know what's coming tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He might not be playing for Birmingham in 2 years' time. You know what I mean? He could be in National League. You know what I mean? He could be in League Two. He could be in another country. Nothing is guaranteed. Everyone's path is different. But ultimately, you're trying to get to where you want to be. And that might take X amount of time for one person or X amount of time for another person. But it doesn't mean that when you're 21, you're going to play in the Championship. Or if you're 18, you're expected to play in the Premier League, like Ethan Montgomery.
Yeah, and one thing I'd say on that is there's always been this stigma where it's like, if you haven't broke through by the age of 18, 19, 20, you're not going to. So I want to put it out there that you don't need to force your son to like, you know, you have to be here by a certain time.
Yeah, that's good advice.
It will happen when it will happen, as long as you obviously stick to the path. And obviously, I'm still navigating that myself.
Yeah.
But of course, like there's no age where you have to have made it or have made your debut.
So there's not like a milestone.
Because it's unnecessary expectations and pressure because you play your best when you're free.
Yes.
I think that's really important, and having that support network around you is really important. And yeah, taking that stigma away. I don't think it's true.
Nah, man, that's some good advice, definitely, innit?
Yeah.
Definitely. So, guys, if you're listening, make sure you take that advice on board, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, there's so much misconceptions about football. Like, this is why we do this channel as well, you know. And a lot of the conversations are about this because a lot of people think like, especially with all this TikTok, I know every single podcast, I go back to TikTok. And the reason why I go back to TikTok is because every time I swipe on TikTok, and I'm not a massive TikTok fan, but because
you are.
I'm not, I'm on it more than I used to be now. But because we put these videos, these clips up on TikTok, I'm forced to have to go onto TikTok. And because I'm looking at football all the time, I'm forced to see people's TikToks. So I've got no choice. And a lot of people, like, they think that certain people, when they get to a certain age and they've done certain, like 16 and they're playing for England and whatnot, or 16 and they're making their first team debut, that's it, they're done, they're set for life. That don't mean that at all, though. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's so much misconceptions. And like, I just don't want people to think like, let's say, for example, if you're 20 and you're still playing like under 21s or something, for example, like that's your career done because you haven't made it at 16, 17, 18. Like, that's a 1 in a million thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't compare yourself to like Ethan Wanyeri and whatever, or Bellingham and them kind of people like that.
You can't.
That's what ruining people like that playing at 16. They're not even 1 in a million. They're 1 in a billion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, because they get spotlighted.
Yeah.
Like, people see that and I'm like, wow, I need to do that. And if I'm still 21, 22, and I'm nowhere near that, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, they think of the miles off it.
Everyone's journey is different. Do you know what I mean? Like, it honestly, like, there's no date.
Yeah, man. That's good to hear as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the good thing about this as well, and having these conversations, is like it's refreshing for us to hear as well. Because obviously, we're doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm saying we are doing this. We are doing this.
And it's interesting to say that because my mum says this as well. Like, she looks back and she's like, it was our first time, and you know, if we knew this, we might have been able to act accordingly in a different way, and protect you in this way.
100%.
You get so much that comes thrown at you, and so many challenges and good things.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's nice to have someone there that's kind of been through it. Try and advise on maybe what you should do next.
Definitely, 100%, man. So, did you have an agent and that then, or?
Yeah, so I had an agent.
Yeah.
To be fair, my agent was Cyril Regis.
Okay, Cyril Regis.
Unfortunately, passed away. Yeah.
No way.
And Gavin Man. So
no way. Yeah.
They were both great with me.
Yeah, they were good as well.
Yeah. So I was fortunate. I had good people, but of course, like you get, you know, external things that more agents trying to get into your ear.
Of course.
Offer you this, offer you that.
You've
got clubs that are trying to move my family. Like it's crazy. And when you're young, and your family, you know, don't know no different.
Yeah.
It's easy, very easy for these families or kids to get swayed or their heads start to then change from loving the game to like this is a business, and it's a harsh transition.
Yeah, man.
You have to be very careful.
100%, man. Definitely. I'm afraid, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this agent thing scares me. Like, Lorenzo's not signed to an agent at the moment.
Oh, no agent?
Nah, not yet, man. Do you know what it is like? Because of Lorenzo's situation, it's a bit different to everybody else's situation. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'll give you an example. Like, agents, obviously, they're supposed to get you the best deal or whatnot with the club, or they've got all these contacts and whatnot. But also, they're supposed to bring you, like, commercial value as well, innit?
Yeah.
Get you little jobs in here and that. But obviously, we've been dealing with that for the last 10 years. Like, we've been doing all the commercial stuff for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And, like, in order to give that to someone I don't know, do you know what I mean? I don't know that person's intentions.
Yeah.
Whether they're trying to make money for themselves or they're trying to better Lorenzo. Do you get what I mean?
No, I 100% understand.
It's like I'm just unsure at the moment to sign or do anything like that for you. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really not sure about the agent thing. Sooner or later, I know it's going to have to come unless I get clued up about it and we go that route. But it's obviously your decision, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
It's not my decision. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just one of them ones, man. It's like, I find it hard to trust people, man. Swear,
people
Jamie.
will say what you want to hear because essentially they want you and what you can bring them.
Exactly.
And that usually comes financially.
This is
so
it.
It's hard.
It's hard, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Very hard.
It's very hard. Well, you want an agent or not?
No, I don't mind it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what happens? You falling asleep there, you're right, yeah?
No, I'm fine, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them ones, man. So, obviously, you come from West Brom straight to the team you're at now, then, or did you? Was there a gap?
No. So I had loans as well.
Okay.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That I think is important to touch on because there's, so many options in regards to what you can do when you're coming through the academy into the scholarships and pros.
Yeah.
That have a big impact on the trajectory of your career.
So what was your like what's the word? Not tactic, but what did you want to do then? Like with a loan? Because some players want to drop down to like National League and that. Some players don't want to drop that down too far.
Yeah.
Because the game's different, isn't it? In different leagues,
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And hindsight, you look back and you think, okay, if I knew this, maybe I would have done this.
Okay.
And my loans were, relatively quite high up. I had 2 loans in League One.
Okay.
And 1 loan in the National League.
Where did you go, League One?
Cheltenham.
Oh, you went Cheltenham?
And Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I scored
yeah.
my debut for Lincoln.
Did ya?
So I was like, right, I'm on the right track, and I know for a fact I can play this level.
Definitely.
But again, this is where politics and other circumstances come in.
Yeah.
Then it's just more than just playing football.
Playing a pet ball. Yeah.
So my first loan was at Barrow.
Okay, Barrow,
They're now in
yeah.
League 2, I think.
Yeah.
But they were in the National League flying at the time.
Yeah.
And it was the year that COVID came in.
Yeah.
So I joined them. I remember I was only there for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd just come off the bench, made my debut, building up, street cred, so to say, just to get into the team. Then COVID hit.
Oh my God.
The season ended.
Oh my God.
So then
what
it was
the
like,
hell?
one, what am I going to do? Because, that loan's now gone bust.
The timing's
Season
mad.
end.
Yeah.
And also, are they going to get promoted? Because technically the season's not done.
Yeah.
But more importantly for me, my loan's now ended after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of put me in the deep end a little bit because that's not worked out. And now the season's done because no other teams are playing because
Oh my God.
of obvious circumstances.
100. That's madness, isn't it?
And then I had COVID.
Yeah.
And it was like, God, that was, that could have been my breakthrough.
Definitely.
Which obviously it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then COVID came along.
So did you go back to?
So I went back to West Brom. We obviously had, COVID and time away.
Yeah.
And then I remember that I joined back with West Brom for pre-season.
Yeah.
In like August. So I was asked to be with the first team, which was great.
Oh, you playing the first team and everything? Yeah.
We ended up playing against United at Old Trafford.
You
behind
played in
closed
that?
doors, yeah. So
What?
literally played against United.
No,
Everyone.
guys, you listening to this? You know what I mean? I did a bit of research. I ain't gonna lie, but I didn't know all this.
It's the thing,
No
man.
way. Yeah. Big man.
Yeah, we played United and behind closed doors at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Everyone you could think of.
You won that game, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I remember?
I think we
Oh
did,
my
yeah.
God.
I'm pretty sure you did. Because I remember seeing it. Because as I said, it was behind closed doors. Obviously,
Yeah.
Man United fans, and I remember seeing it. I'm pretty sure Man United lost the game. Pretty sure. It wasn't like an Adidas thing, not Adidas thing, but
I can't remember, but yeah, I just remember there were. No, I can't remember if it was. Like,
yeah. But you won the game. I'm pretty sure you did. You know?
I remember coming on in the
Yeah.
10 against Pogba.
What?
Literally, I'm like literally like 5'11",
No.
whatever, and I'm looking up at Pogba.
Oh
and I'm like,
my
"Jeez,
God.
this is crazy." I've
He's
got
like
a man
6'4",
marked Pogba.
isn't he?
Yeah, man, like Pogba, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like, man?
It was just like I was just embracing it, like just trying to get on the ball and just
Yeah.
do what
It's gonna
you
block all that out in it. All that
can.
noise
Yeah,
out.
yeah. But yeah, it was great. Like
Show nobody no respect in it. Yeah.
yeah,
Tough though.
yeah, it was tough. I
What's it
remember.
like to play against him?
Sorry.
What's it like to play against him? Like,
It just made you think like, right, this is the men's game now.
Yeah. This
Like,
is serious.
he's a monster,
Yeah.
and like, how am I going to deal with that?
Yeah.
So it was interesting. It was.
oh, that's my
No
God.
way, man.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Man got on the pitch and played up against Pogba. You know, this is insane. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's big, man. Proper big. So I was going to ask you a question like, what would you say the difference is? I know we're skipping through a bit now. Where you're playing at the moment, because obviously you're playing in National League South. What's the differences between that and academy football for a start? So under 21s football.
Results.
Yeah.
You've touched on it. Like, it don't really matter too much growing up 12s, 13s on results, but then it gets to a level where it's like, right, it's business.
Yeah.
And that's again where more politics come in, because you could be the best player in the team, but not be getting a sniff because you're not built a certain way, or you need a certain result to play a certain way. So it's like that sort of thing kind of goes out the window, and it just comes down, right, how am I going to win this game? By hook or by crook?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just a new world. But that's like any business.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have to adapt and try and figure out, okay, well, what's going to work now?
God, yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
It's result based.
What's about like tempo and is that any different, or physicality and that kind of thing?
Physicality, definitely.
100%, yeah.
I mean, technical side of it, probably, you know, they got some good technical players.
Yeah.
But at academy level, you do too.
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to just knowing how and what works. Just to win a game.
God, yeah. Just about winning, that's it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm hearing guys like playing for top teams, top Cat 1 academies and that, Chelsea's and whatever, Man City's or whatever, and they drop down, like they go on loan or whatever, National League or like League 2, and then they can't survive. Like the game is so different to what they used to. Like ball's not on the floor anymore. Like a lot of stuff's going in the air. Like, is it different like that?
Yeah, I definitely say it's very, very hard.
Serious. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
It is tough because it's the way the Cat 1 team's playing it, because they're not used to.
And I guess that's kind of what comes in when it comes to loan moves.
Yeah.
Because people might not want to drop down to certain levels because of one, their ego, or two, they think, oh God, that style of play just
Ain't gonna suit
me.
me.
So then if I go there and do bad, how am I going to get there?
Yeah.
So it's like people are on the fence then. It's like, I don't want to do it. That was maybe sort of my reasoning at times.
Was it?
Also, you're put on a pedestal, so you're thinking, why do I need to go down there?
Yeah.
But you look back and I think, well, I could play there. I almost wish I almost did, and just to get that exposure, but sometimes it's so hard to navigate, and you're going to come through this in the next couple of years where it's like, right, am I going to stay at academy? Am I going to move here? Am I going to go try and play men's football?
Yeah.
And it's like, right, what is the best move? But sometimes there isn't the best move, because I could have went to them League One teams, hit the ball, just killed it, and I've played in the champ, and you know, it's just hindsight, because there's not much difference in terms of some personnel between National League and Prem. It's just circumstances, or sometimes just that consistency.
It's that the little smallest margins. Man,
100%.
That's mad.
it is. It's, honestly, I swear down, a mad insight, man. It really is, man. So how are you getting on at the moment then?
Yeah, fine. Like, I'm at Western.
Western Supermare,
Yeah, cynical was like 8th in the table, isn't it?
Yeah. So trying to get to playoff. So that's the objective. They started really well.
Still playing striker and that?
Yeah. So just gotta, you know, just keep my head down and just try and, you know, get to where I know I can get to.
100%.
Sometimes your environment is important to that, and you know, there's a lot of context.
Still enjoying it and that?
Yeah, I love football. Like, live and breathe it. Every day, like, I'm making sure that, you know, I'm putting that first. And then, you know, put whatever I need to do after that.
Definitely.
I think it's important to, like, you know, if you've got a vision, you need to, you know, make that the priority, and then everything else can come after.
100%. And guys, you don't mess around, man. Tell you, I see him in the gym all the time, and I look, like I'm looking to what are you saying? He's zoned out. Bro, he ain't looking in my direction and nothing. I see him on the machines and that. He's don't mess around, man. Do you know what I mean? So this is what you're up against, guys. People that want to play football, they take it mad serious. It's not an old joke thing. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm just eating whatever I want to eat. Flipping chilling, doing nothing, playing FIFA all day. It's got to be the real, do you know what I mean? You got to be in it, completely in it.
Yeah.
You in it?
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah, that's a true question. Hey, that's your question. And you got any advice then? Like, you got any like advice you'd say to us or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got loads of advice. It all just depends on like on what topic and what age. Like.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is obviously Lorenzo now, because he's only going to his first year scholarship now.
Yeah.
Well, next season.
Next season. Well, this year.
Yeah, this year. Obviously, I'm hearing it goes really quick as well, man. This 2 years,
yeah.
like flies by. Good advice,
Here
man.
it is.
Definitely, man. I swear. Nah, it's been crazy, honestly. So much information. It's like information overload. You know what I mean? You've had a crazy journey. Obviously, your journey's still going on at the moment as well because you're still young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still so much to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many players as well that have climbed the leagues and stuff and that, man.
Yeah.
Gone on to do crazy things in that, man. So hopefully, do you know what I mean? Things work out as well and you get to where you actually deserve to be.
No, I appreciate
it. You know what I mean? But yeah, one more thing. We're going to end on one more thing then, because as a striker, what I'm going to do, every person that comes in and plays football, I'm going to get them to give their advice of in a position of what's required, what's the things that you should be working on as a young professional, so to speak. So playing as a striker, 14, 15, 16 years old, what would you say are the things that are most important to you?
I'd say be in the box when the ball's wide.
Yeah.
Like that's a non-negotiable. Sometimes it's like I want to go and link the play. Just get in the box.
Yeah.
I remember I got given a stat by one of the analysis and it showed where all the goals have been scored in the Premier League that season.
Yeah.
And there was different zones and they were all in the box, round about the penalty spot, between the penalty spot and the 6 yard.
Okay.
You can just get there. Law of averages will give you chances naturally.
Okay, yeah,
so that would just be, as a striker, be in them positions and just do it relentlessly.
Wicked, man. There you are, man. Some good advice there.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there, man. I'm happy with that, man. I think it's been a really, really good conversation, man. Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you
for coming on. First ever guest, 90+2, man. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back with another video next week. We will be back next week as well. I know we missed last week, but I told you, obviously, Lorenzo had a game, so we couldn't get the video up. But we'll be back next Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video in a bit.